Hello, hello, my name is Callista and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. In the last episode, we found this animal pen type of area and we fought 3 big old drakes. It seems that the further into the caverns we get, the bigger the dragons we fight, which is a little bit unnerving because we have seen no sign of the Urn of Sacred Ashes yet. Now, before I forget, Qwinn, you went down. So have an injury kit. There you go, love. And now then, this was a dead-end room. I'm pretty sure the actual way forward is around this way. Yeah, I can see it on the map, just around here. To be perfectly honest, I didn't actually see this exit. I thought that the other way was the correct way to go forwards. Hello! Oh, fireball. I know, I say this every time I resist something. I just look at it. Look at it, everything's on fire and there's Artin coming through the flames. Oh, it gets me. I love it so much. Now then, you can get riposted. I have no idea what happened then, but whatever.
I will not falter.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong. These assassins look identical. Oh god. Identical twin assassins in a cult. I swear down that's a film. There's a film about that somewhere. Alistair. Good for you leveling up. And thank you. Lovely. Now then, Alistair bud, you needed dexterity, didn't you? Yeah, 26 dexterity. Okay. Let's just all in. Master combat tactics and... Ooh, assault. Yes, please. Now then. Again, we have 2 ways that we can go. Ugh. So it's been a while since I've done this map, but I have in my head that the way out started with a really long incline. So I think that's the way we should go. Which means I'm gonna go this way first. Let's see, was I right? Ooh. I don't like that autosave. Yeah, I think this is just another dead-end room. Is this the room with the stairs? I've been saying this for a while now. There's a specific room that I remember being really tricky and it had a set of stairs in it. Okay, everyone hold. I'll go in alone. Aha! This is the correct room. Okay, yeah, everyone. Come on, are you chasing me? Chase me, you know you want to. Come on. There we go. Come on. This way. And now we get him.
There is no hope.
Sweep. There we go. Now you.
Should run while you can.
I see. Oh, there are 2 over there. Again, everyone hold. I'll lure them out. Come on, lads. There we go. That's it. Into the tunnels. Everyone, go get him. Flurry. And a sweep. Come on.
Should have fled.
Alrighty then. Now then, I think it's just the Overseer left, but I swear I remember there being drakes in this room. I swear there were drakes. You know what? Everyone come forward. And Liliana, if you want to take some pot shots... Come on. Qwinn?
We must fight.
Liliana, you move a bit closer. Move there. Maybe you want me to go up there. Come on, you can get him. There we go. And yeah, this guy's an arcane warrior. Okay. Everyone on him.
Is that all you got?
There we go.
Of course.
Ooh, Spellweaver. But it is only for arcane warriors, so not actually much use to us. Okey-doke.
What is that? A trap?
And oh, hello. Oh, dragonlings. Okay, everyone, do as you wish, attack as you like. Alistair, there you go. Do a spin and a sweep. Come on, take him out. There we go. Riposte.
I think we work well together.
So do I, Alistair. So do I. What is up here?
Look out.
Oh. Okay, I see 2 drakes. I could have sworn there was like 4 or 5 in this room. I have really made this room out to be way more dangerous in my head. Like, I'm telling you, I was convinced. Like 5 drakes. Kick it. There we go. No. Oh, Qwynn's going down. Qwinn is dead. Yeah, Qwinn is dead.
Very well.
Come on. It's almost down.
Shall we?
There we go. Nice. Yeah, aside from the, this seems so ominous to me. What's so special about these dragon eggs? Why are these the ones that it's like, and we honor these above all the others? Some kind of superior high dragon type of thing? I don't know. I don't know what these cultists are doing. And oh, there is a way over here though. Before I forget, again, Qwinn. Have another thing. What was it this time? Cracked skull. There you go. Again, I'm not liking the sharp incline, because I'm pretty sure the exit began with a sharp incline. But there's this way over here, and... Yes, I remember this room. Okay. Excuse me, I'm going after the mage. You. Riposte. Hang on a minute. Oh my god, a triplet! Triplet assassins, all identical, raised in a cult. I'm telling you, this is a film in the making. Come on, if someone would like to get on him, Liliana, help me out here.
It's embarrassing.
Okay, there we go.
I never
Now you.
liked this part.
And come on, wake up, Artin. There we go. Now then, do a spin. Excuse me. Whoa, okay, thank you, dragon. Thank you for the scales.
Make a preserver.
And you're down.
I'll try
It's
to be
just you
merciful.
left, buddy. Just you.
You are Qwinn.
There we go. Very nice. And then what did you two drop? More lyrium. And money. Excellent. Why is Is there heavy chainmail inside a dragon egg? Oh, please tell me that the dragon embryo was wearing the chainmail, please. I will accept that. Just a teeny tiny little like forming dragon and it's got heavy chainmail and the life drink amulet. I would accept that. Oh, we have a codex. The life drinker. No one knows for certain where this amulet came from. All we have is a legend. Long before the Golden City turned black, there lived in the Tevinter Imperium a frail old magician in the court of the Archon. He was the least among the mages of the court, the lamplighter, whose task it was to set all the thousands of candles alight and snuff them again when the Archon retired for the evening. He was counted as useless by all the most influential magisters, but he was only biding his time. One day, when all the magisters of the Imperium were assembled in the Great Hall of the Archon, the lamplighter struck. He conjured a massive firestorm in the hall, trying to assassinate all who were assembled and seize power himself. The court was made up of the most powerful mages of the Imperium, and they worked quickly to destroy the would-be usurper, but found, to their astonishment, their magic was no match for the old mage. Every spell they cast was countered, and the magisters began to fall, one by one, until only the Archon himself and the lamplighter were left, locked in a battle of magic and will. The Archon saw that with each spell he cast, the lamplighter himself seemed to wither and fade a little more. So he bombarded the mage with spell after spell, until at last nothing was left of the palace but rubble. Nothing left of the court but corpses, and nothing left of the lamplighter but a golden pendant. This the Archon kept, to remind himself that treachery could come from even the most innocuous of sources. Very interesting. I wonder what he was doing inside a dragon egg. And oh! The Dwarves Fall. The First Blight, Chapter 3. The world during the First Blight was different from the world we know today. Aside from the civilized rule of the Imperium, humans as a race were largely barbarous and splintered, divided into clans and tribes and squabbling amongst ourselves for resources. At the same time, deep beneath Thadis' great mountain ranges spanned a dwarven culture as organized and advanced as ours was primitive. As the Darkspawn bubbled up to the surface from their underground lairs, mankind first buckled and then fought back. The armies of Tevinter attempted to face down the multitudes of twisted creatures and the horrid rotting of the land around them, but they could not be everywhere at once. Human history remembers the First Blight as a time of terrible devastation, and those stories are accurate. But in our arrogance, we often forget the price paid by the dwarves in their isolated mountain kingdoms. The dwarves faced far greater hordes than humanity as the Darkspawn challenged them for control of the underground. Despite the might and technology the dwarves brought to bear, the savage Darkspawn tore through them, first destroying the more remote taigs before swallowing up entire kingdoms. Think of it, an entire civilization lost in the space of decades. Compared to the near genocide that the dwarves faced, what we humans call the First Blight must have seemed a mere skirmish. Against the Darkspawn, the dwarven lands have always borne the brunt of the fighting and the majority of the sacrifices. 4 dwarven kingdoms finally managed to combine their might and fight back, and that cooperation saved them. But for the rest of their lands, it was too late. The Darkspawn had taken the deep roads, the majestic underground passages that linked the dwarven lands throughout Thadis. The Darkspawn could now attack anywhere on the surface through these tunnels. Humanity simply was not prepared for such an onslaught. It was clear that the warfare we knew would not avail us. We had to find a new way to fight. Thus came our salvation. The Grey Wardens were born. From Tales of the Destruction of Thadis by Brother Genitivi, Chantry Scholar. I think Artin would have really liked that codex entry. Yes, it's talking about how the dwarves were defeated, but I've said this multiple times. The reason why Artin doesn't give a shit about humans and human problems is for the simple fact that humans don't give a shit about dwarves, and the dwarves do so much for them. So much. The dwarves spend every day fighting the Darkspawn, and there was another really good codex entry that was we found in the Deep Roads, and it talked about how even the oldest of humans may not know a Darkspawn by sight. How blights are just things from stories. And that infuriates Artin a little bit. She's not kind of like, oh, I wish you had to deal with the Darkspawn. She's not like that. It's just the idea of like, you don't even know what my enemy looks like. And that aggravates me so much. I see spike traps.
It is
If everyone could just stay where they are so I can deactivate these, that'd be great.
It will.
Oh, is that a fireball? I love it so much. I love resisting spells. Okay, get up. If everyone can come in and help me, that'd be great. No, you can get riposted. Oh dear. Qwinn, if you could heal me. That would be great. And flurry. There we go. Now you get kicked. Kick him. There we go. And last one, I believe. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah, and he's down. Alistair had him. You know, I was just thinking, it's a good thing that Artin only resists hostile spells. Like, I'm very glad that it's, you know, there's a chance that you may resist Qwinn trying to heal you. That would be such a bugger. Thank you. And money, always appreciated. Especially because my inventory is getting very, very full. Oh, we're gonna have to do something about this before we're finished in Haven. Why did we have to kill the merchant guy? Why couldn't he have stayed alive? Ooh. Hello there, my dear.
Stop! You will go no further!
Oh, is that so? Who are you? You'll stand aside if you want to live. I do not wish to talk. Fight, coward. So these are the only cultists who have actually stopped to engage in conversation. Everyone else has just attacked us on sight. So not number 4, it's way too bloodthirsty. Number 1 is too sarcastic. I think asking who he is a perfectly valid question. Why, out of all of the cultists, why is this guy the one who's like, let me talk to you? Who are you?
You do not have the right to demand my name.
Fair.
You have defiled our temple. You have spilled the blood of the faithful and slaughtered our young. No more. You will tell me now, intruder, why you have done all this. Why have you come here?
I've come to make sure you never hurt anyone again. I've come for the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Tell me your name and I will tell you why I'm here. An old temple must hold riches. Yes, so immediately not number 1. How do I put this? Artin doesn't, like, she's not offended by these people. She's not exactly happy with what they've done. I mean, they held Brother Genitivi against his will and beat him up, and then they murdered the Knights of Redcliffe who came here. And Artin isn't happy about that, but she's not exactly upset about it. Like, I mean, if you think about it from these guys' perspective, they were just living their happy cult life in a town in the middle of nowhere, and then suddenly these randomers just start coming into their town being like, hey, let's ask some questions. Where's the urn? Do you keep the urn here? Like, she can understand why they've done what they've done, especially if they believe that they are protecting the urn, if they believe that what they're doing is correct, then she can understand why they've done it. She just doesn't necessarily... How do I put... She doesn't agree with what they've done, but she doesn't disagree with what they've done. She's not so invested to have an opinion. So I think she'd just be honest. I have come for the Urn of Sacred Ashes.
You did this all for an ancient relic. Know this, stranger. The prophet Andraste has overcome death itself, and has returned to her faithful in a form more radiant than you can imagine. Not even the Tevinter Imperium could hope to slay her now. What hope do you have?
You're mad. Andraste is dead. I wish to see this arisen Andraste, and what has happened to the ashes? Will you accept an apology then? This is heresy. I cannot let this continue. Not for... The cultists attacked her first. She was defending herself. As much as she feels regret at killing unarmed, unarmored men or women, she'd do it again because they attacked her. And not number 5 because Artin doesn't believe that... Artin believes Andraste existed, that she was a woman who, you know, waged war against the Imperium, blah, 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 but she doesn't hold her as holy. So what he's saying isn't heresy for Artin. And again, she really doesn't care about Andraste. She's just got like, oh, you wanna worship this. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that they're talking about a high dragon. They're in a cave, chilling out with dragonlings and drakes. There was that book on dragon cults in Brother Genitivi's home that was probably fake Waylands. And what was it he said before? You have slaughtered the faithful and our young. And Artin hasn't killed any human children. She's killed a whole load of dragonlings, but no human children. So I don't think it's that huge a leap to be like, he's talking about a high dragon. This is a dragon cult. And I mean, if these guys want to chill in the mountains, worshipping a dragon, Artin's just like, fuck it, go for it. You do you. I just need the ashes. That's really all Artin wants. And what happened to the... And what has happened to the ashes?
They are still within this temple. But why do we need ashes when we serve the risen Andraste in all her glory?
You're mad, Andraste is dead, so you can give me the urn then. You treat the ashes with such disdain. I want to see this glorious Andraste. No, Artin's just like, please, give. So you can give me the urn then.
So you are after the ashes? Perhaps there is a way for you to make up for your desecration of our home and temple.
I'm not doing anything for you. Why do you suddenly want to cooperate with me? Could you be more specific? I don't need to make up for anything. I mean, Artin, as I said, Artin has nothing against this guy or his beliefs. And I think the reason why I think Artin thinks this guy wants to cooperate is just to spare his people. Artin has carved a bloody path to get here. And so it's like, cooperation, let's not have any more members killed. Yeah, he's not being particularly specific. He's being very, very vague. Could you be more specific?
Perhaps, through Andraste's mercy, her greatest enemy will become her greatest champion.
No, your Andraste will fall before me as others have. Just say what you have to say. All right, maybe we could come to some sort of agreement, or perhaps you're just delusional. Yeah, Artin... I think Artin's losing a bit of patience with this guy. Just say what you have to say.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Father Kolgrim. I lead the disciples of Andraste. The ashes you seek reside atop this mountain, watched by an immortal guardian who refuses to accept the truth of the risen lady. Now the ashes prevent Holy Andraste from fully realizing her new form. They are a remnant of her past incarnation, and she cannot move on as long as they exist.
You would destroy the ashes, I would see you dead first. Go on, just get to the part about me helping you. So what, you want me to toss them out of a window? Artin does want the ashes. She wants some of them at least. But at the same time, number one reads to me as very emotional, and Artin isn't emotionally invested in this. Not number four, that's way too sarcastic. Go on.
The beloved needs to reclaim the ashes, to make them her own again. All it would take is a drop of her blood. Blood carries power, strength, knowledge. Through it, all the power that is held in the ashes will be returned to Our Lady.
You speak of evil, I must destroy you. Why have you not done this then? I suppose that makes sense. I have a bad feeling about this. Also, Father Kolgrim, we got a codex entry from him a couple of episodes ago about the Holy Brazier. He was talking about how ash wraiths were made. I find that interesting. I'm really not too fond of the you speak of evil, because from Andraste's oh my god, Artin, from Artin's perspective, this man isn't saying anything evil. Yeah, he wants to defile the urn. Artin doesn't believe the urn is anything holy or special. So, you know, it's just an urn of dead lady dust, effectively. Like, what's so bad about putting a drop of dragon's blood in that? Artin really doesn't care. It's... oh... I don't know. Artin doesn't have an opinion on defiling the urn. Artin is not Andrastian, so she has no stake in trying to keep the urn pure. At the same time, the Chantry hasn't really done anything bad to the dwarves, so she has no stake in trying to defile the urn. When in doubt, ask more questions. Why have you not done this then?
The Guardian has foiled all our attempts to reach the urn. He keeps what power remains from the true Andraste. He knows the disciples, and we cannot touch him, for he draws his strength from the ashes themselves. But you could deliver Our Lady what is rightfully hers.
I can just imagine the Grand Cleric if she were here. Her head would explode, I kid you not.
What is this talk of blood and power? And he thinks Andraste is reborn. It is preposterous. I do not like this.
There is nothing but madness in his words. He is a fanatic, and a dangerous one. Be warned, he means to lead you astray.
The rewards for performing such a service would be great, indeed.
You speak of evil, I must destroy you. What makes you think I can do this? And won't the Guardian know me as well? What exactly will I have to do? What sort of reward? Ooh. As I said, Artin wasn't opposed to defiling the urn, but all three of her companions have just said, we don't like this. Don't be trusting this guy. And I think Artin trusts her friends and companions more than she is apathetic about what happens to the urn. And it will be rewarded. This is a guy who lives in a cave worshipping a dragon. What could he possibly offer us So yeah, I don't think Artin is going to ask any more of these questions. She's just going to reject the offer. If I may be blunt, though, Artin doesn't see this as evil. I'm gonna reword this. I'm gonna reword this slightly. You speak of evil, apparently. I must destroy you.
Evil? Who are you to judge us? To arms, my brethren! Andraste will grant us victory! Yeah!
Are you so sure about that, mate? Oh, I see the two mages. Okay, you can get marked. And now I'm gonna run over here. Stunned and riposte. Oh, vulnerability hex is that. Misdirection. I don't know which of you did this to me. Okay, group heal. No, okay. Alistair. You know what, if you wanna take out the Reaver, that's fine. Liliana, help me out. Qwinn, you keep doing your thing.
At your command.
Come on. There we go. Sweet. There we go. No running away. No running away, sir. Thank you. Who's up? Kolgrim's still up. But he's the only one still up.
Here comes trouble.
Okay, riposte. And do a spin. Kick him. Whoa. Artin, nice. Very nice. Ooh, hello. Loving the money. Faith's Edge and Kolgrim's Horn. This horn, emblazoned with a modified chantry symbol, belonged to Father Kolgrim of Haven. When he wished to commune with the high dragon that he believed to be Andraste reborn, this horn would sound out from the mountaintop. Okay. And now, did either of you? You did drop something. Excuse me. No, I want to loot.
Of course.
Thank you. Now then, yes, speaking of the mountaintop, in the next episode, we'll be journeying out there. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.